Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once... Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Rice Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Rice rushes to the line. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Gonna run it. It's Wall. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quick release by the QB.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes a over the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. The give to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It's complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Rice rushes to the line.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Got room at the 35. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackle is made after the first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Davis will throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to...
He'll take a shot. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes a connection. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Zips will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Zips. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Michigan State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They want to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Zips decide to punt it away. Running it back, it's Brown. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. Reads it, fires complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
That makes the score Akron 10, Rice 3.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Caught over the middle. It's Velez. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Davis looking to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Zips send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The run to the right. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Owls moving quickly to the line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Burks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Rice rushes to the line. They go to the ground. And he'll be brought down. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Facing a third down and short from the 26. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Looking to throw on second down. Got his man quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. From the gun. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass on second down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
And the Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the ground to try to move the chains. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Davis will throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The Owls want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the...
Got it in stride inside the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Davis looking to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it, and they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 3rd and goal from way back there. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stumbled to the ground. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Absolutely perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Here's the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Owls headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Owls. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Michigan State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The give to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Rice rushes to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to get to it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Wall. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Zips will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Brown. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They move the tight end all over. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
You just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his 2nd missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline. Get his confidence up.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Connection to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll go back to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete to the left. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Rice rushes to the line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man.
Fires one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On second down, he'll fire. This time on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wall. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Unloads quickly. Shakes off the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A third and long coming up here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Zips line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the move, it's Tanner. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Rice rushes to the line.
Second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Davis looking to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Brown. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. They're bringing heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you turn the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to get the field goal. Nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. He takes the knee, and the undefeated season continues. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.